Alright, so now that we've got our recording ready, what I'm going to be doing is adding some intro and outro music. But for this particular video, or for the video series that I create anyway, I like to have my own intro music created. So I'm going to go into GarageBand and show you how I basically go about it. Now this is a long recording, I'm going to warn you here right now, but we're just going to, but first we'll just start with a new project, and instead of podcast this time I'm going to choose loops. That's the only difference. It sets up a different set of tracks when you start recording. And yeah, getting back to that, this is a long recording because this is kind of hard to plan because it's very, well, I don't want to call myself too creative with this program because you can actually be creative no matter how uncreative you are. It's just a matter of selecting a few beats of music combined with some effects and seeing what sounds right. I'm gonna remind you here right now that I have absolutely no musical talent, but this is what I do to create all of my intros. So you may want to be doing this yourself when you start creating your own video series. So now I have my GarageBand project opened up, and we'll just start looking at some of the effects and music tracks that we can combine together here. So I'll pick it up here from this recording now. Okay, so we basically start with a blank page here. This is where we're going to build our sound effects. Now I'll just show you how this basically works. You can click on any one of these classifications of music. Here, I'll just reset it. So all of these are available right now within my GarageBand program. Okay, so let's just click on the all drums. And then if you just touch on them here, they'll let you hear the sample. But before we start going through those, I'm just going to pull one over here into the working canvas. You can see here how long that beat is. I can also grab this and drag it, and it'll just keep repeating and repeating however long I want. And here we can just move the scrubber to the beginning. And there's our drums. I also got this timer clicking thing on here. Oh, we don't really want that. We're just going to delete that. Don't worry about these beats if you grab something else. So let's just reset this, and we'll look for some suitable music for the dog background. Depressing there, so. That sounds like a good dog walking song. Okay, let's just start on a drum beat. I've used that one before. Let's try this one. It's not bad, so let's see if we can actually work with this. Let's go into guitars now. Sort of one of the things that you do with the loops. You just combine a few things and together, see what sounds good together, add some in, take some out, manipulate them, adjust the timing, and I think it's actually pretty easy to find some cool things. Okay, so let's just start that at the second bar. Sounds a little happy. Okay, so let me drag this a little bit. Let's play it through a couple of bars and we'll listen to it again. Okay, so I'm gonna stop it right there, and then we're gonna So here I'm just adding similar beats of that rural banjo. It's just a different variation of it, so let's listen to those together now. What I'm doing here is just sort of mixing up the segments so they kind of alternate. Okay, let's reset this. I kind of want some booming drums to come in once in a while. So. Wow. Let's try something weird like that. Sometimes you just don't know what's going to go together, especially if you have no musical knowledge like I do. Sometimes I'm just completely amazed at the kind of stuff you can make with absolutely no experience. Here, I'll just delete that so it'll sort of cut out again. It's a little over 25 seconds. Sounds pretty cool. That'll be great background music for my dog video. And however long the video is, I'll just keep looping this and looping this in the background. And it'll be at a volume where it's not going to be, you know, sort of overburdening my voice and the actual content of the video, but we'll raise it at the start and then raise it at the end and sort of have a background version throughout the content of the video. I'm sort of happy with that right now, but let's look in the effects and see if there's something else that we can add. Okay, I just saw the bark. I think that's a great idea. Let's see if we can kind of work this in somehow. Let's see if it'll work in here too. Maybe we'll just do a couple barks here. So I'll take that loop. Let's move forward. Let's zoom in so I can get right in between them. We'll T that. Delete this. Okay, if you can't sit still during your own created GarageBand theme music, you've probably got a pretty good intro sound going on. So I'm going to save this. And let's export song to disk. MP3, okay. Yep, okay. Here's the special thing about this. Nobody else is going to have it, right? So let's open up our ScreenFlow project, go to the media, add it down into here, and at some point we're going to drop the volume when I start talking, but let's listen to that first. If you're going to be traveling with your dog, a portable dog kennel is essential. Okay, so as soon as I start talking here, and you can kind of see it right here, I'm going to go into there, add an audio action, and we'll drop it down to maybe like 8%. Let's see if that's acceptable. And then we'll stretch this out a little bit too, so it happens over a few seconds. Save project. I should save as soon as you bring something into the media folder, because then it takes longer to save the first time, so you might as well get that out of the way. If you're going to be traveling with your dog, a portable dog, and their pets who are on the go, there are a couple things that owners need to know about portable dog kennels before they get their dog. A portable dog kennel. I'm going to stretch this out a bit more, and I'm going to drop the volume even lower. It's a bit too loud for my liking. So put it down to 4%. Let's play that again. If you're going to be traveling with your dog, a portable dog kennel is essential. It's very difficult to travel with a big, bulky cage, and you don't want your pet to be uncomfortable during a long car ride. Portable dog kennels are great products for owners and... Okay, so now we have our intro and outro music ready. Now let's move on to the next stage, and we'll add some visual effects to this video.